Hi, welcome back to Y'all Hate Sports, Part 3, Women in Basketball. Let's get inside. It's cold as hell. New Jersey weather. Part 3 is not about global warming though. I was gonna drop this episode on Saturday, but then I thought, let me sit on it, pause until today, so that everybody had a chance to see Steph versus Sabrina in the 3-point contest. Yeah, and then Caitlin Clark become the all-time leading scorer in D1 history. Those are just two instances of women making the game of basketball better for everyone who loves the sport. Now, there seems to be a disconnect at whether or not women can hang with men when it comes to sports. Me speaking on every sport that both genders play and why there's a disparity would make this TikTok a lot longer than it has to be. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like having my time wasted. So let me just hit you all with some clarity. Women, especially over the last 4 years in basketball, have kept us entertained. I can't tell you a player from the last 3 men's basketball champs that's a star in the NBA right now. No team nor player over the last 3 years for men's basketball have moved the needle. And the ones that have, like Wemby, have all played overseas, not in the actual NCAA. Most of the attention now in men's have gone to spotlighting who's coaching these guys. Like, for example, Rick Pitino is the head coach for St. John's. Who cares? Name a player on that team right now. Bruce Pearl is the head coach for Auburn. Name a player on that team right now. Bigger well-known names like John Calipari, Bill Self, all seem to get better recognition than the players do in the NCAA today. And I just want to clarify, this is not me trying to be disrespectful to guys like Paolo Banchero or Brendan Miller, because don't get it twisted, those guys can hoop. But both of their college teams were kind of forgettable in the long term, especially since neither of them won the Natty. History is written by history breakers and victors. Caitlin Clark is a walking bucket with the KD stamp of approval. People remembered that. Angel Reese giving her the Cena talk en route to her winning a title with LSU. People remembered that. Hailey Van Lith transferring to LSU after they pummeled her in Louisville during that run. People remembered that. Aaliyah Boston winning a title for South Carolina. Juju Watkins, a young phenom, picking USC. Whatever Paige Beckers is doing with UConn right now. People have remembered that. It looks and feels like the playing field of who we recognize as a future megastar in basketball has no gender anymore. Funny enough, the roles have kind of been reversed for men and women over the last few years. Before COVID, a lot of the men going into the draft were being hyped up as future superstars and Hall of Famers in the NBA, like Zion Williamson. And basketball media hasn't stopped doing that. Those guys definitely still have a shot to do that. But they just do it less for the men now and put more attention on who is coaching these guys to success. Before COVID, that was women's basketball in a nutshell, with the face of the org being Gino Auriemma and whoever his star was for that year in UConn, and coaches like Dawn Staley and Kim Mulkey trying to catch up. But now, the talent are talked about everywhere in women's basketball. A generational talent, and yes, she is exactly that. Caitlin Clark, playing against her peers, has elevated the game of basketball for women. The 2024 WNBA Women's Draft is shaping up to be the best WNBA draft ever, with a whole lot of players set to declare. Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Rickea Jackson, Angel Reese, Aaliyah Edwards are just a few names we can expect to be drafted, so that we could see Sabrina Ionescu and the Liberty try to beat whatever team Caitlin Clark lands on. And don't even get me started on the empire that the Las Vegas Aces have started. Legends in the game like Candace Parker, Brianna Stewart, and Sue Bird have all paved the road for this new generation to come in and just be as fun to watch as the men. And for as much shit as ESPN gets, and for as much shit as I give them, I think they've done an excellent job in covering this. I mean, just look at this past season. We had legit pre- and post-game shows for massive WNBA games, something we just haven't seen at this level before. NBA players for years have been vouching for the women because they understand how great they are. So why would I listen to a 5'8" stumpy guy that shot a lot of threes at high school level try and tell me he would wash Caitlin Clark? I wouldn't. Malika Andrews, Shanae Aguijimi, Monica McNutt are just a few names that have helped, at the very least, crack this barrier that men and women compete at different levels. A hooper is a hooper, man. Woman, man, trans, it doesn't matter. If you can hoop, you can hoop. A lot of the trash talkers online are all like me when it comes to playing basketball. Trash. And could never lace a single women's player's sneakers even if they tried. Don't be that guy when it comes to women's hoops. We're in a golden period for women's basketball right now, and it's time we acknowledge it as just that. They all grew up with the same burning passion and dreams of playing like LeBron and Kobe one day, and I think that the talent only gets better from here. But all in all, what are your thoughts about women's basketball at the moment? I'm ready for any comments that y'all leave under this video if you watch all the way through. Thanks for watching. Make sure you go and follow my socials. My name is Billy Cameron, and I'll see y'all for part 4 of Y'all Hate Sports.